Hey guys, so in this video, we are going over 8 of the best paying side hustles for college students. These side hustles are perfect for anyone that's in school, and they're gonna make you anywhere between $50 to $1,000 or more per day. Now, I've personally done these in college, or I've had friends that did them, and they are proven to be money makers. Let's get started. The first college side hustle on my list is doing campus tours. And doing this, you should be able to make between $30 to $100 per hour. Now, it's best if you do go to college in a touristy town, but really it's still gonna work when people are coming to visit that college. So doing campus tours is perfect when incoming freshmen are visiting, or like I said before, if there are visitors coming to your college to see it as an attraction. So I know a lot of colleges are gonna have their own student tour organizations, but mostly those are going to be unpaid, so you are gonna actually be doing this on your own. For this to work, you're gonna have to be very familiar with your college, you're gonna have to know all the ins and outs, and to be successful at this, you're gonna have to create a great route going through all the good things to see on campus. And to do that, it's gonna take a lot of research. The biggest thing that's gonna separate you from other people is your marketing. So you're gonna want to post on Facebook groups, you're gonna wanna post on Craigslist, on TripAdvisor, and even on Yelp. This is how people are gonna find you, and it's gonna be how you get your first clients. Now, to monetize this type of business, there are a few ways you can do so. The first is to just charge them for the tour. This is probably the most direct way to make money from this. Now, I didn't really mention this earlier, but if you do live in a town that people visit, it doesn't have to necessarily just be a campus tour. It can be a campus tour plus a city tour, or it could just be a city tour. One really great thing I think you guys can do is host a free tour and then rely on tips to make your money. If you go to any big city and look on Yelp, there are gonna be a ton of free walking tours. These tours don't cost you any money, but they make a significant amount of money through tips. And the last free walking tour I went on in Seattle, I know for a fact that that guy made at least $100 to $200 for that 1 to 2 hour tour. So this is a great way to make money if you're in college, and I think it's something that not a lot of people talk about. So the next college side hustle on my list is becoming a brand ambassador. And doing this, you should expect to make between $10 to $20 per hour, or you're gonna get a lot of free merchandise. So according to Indeed, the average compensation for a student brand ambassador is about $10.50 per hour. There are so many companies out there who are working hard to get young adults, young college students to serve as ambassadors for the brand or product. So I did some research, and some of the big brand ambassador programs are for Red Bull, for TikTok, Optimum Nutrition, Kaplan, and Amazon Prime. I'll put a link to a couple lists below so that you can search for your own favorite brands that you possibly might want to work with. Now, one great part about becoming a brand ambassador is that it could allow you to grow with the brand post-graduation. Not only that, but you will be gaining valuable training and knowledge in marketing. And for most brand ambassadors, the hours are extremely flexible. You'll normally be expected to work X amount of hours per week, and based on that, you're gonna get some type of stipend or pay or free merchandise. So yeah, that's a great side hustle that a lot of people do in college. The next great side hustle on my list is becoming a tutor, and this is one of those that you literally have to do while you're in college. By being a tutor, you can make anywhere between $20 to $50 or more per hour. And I really wish I tutored in college, but I actually started tutoring right after I graduated. But it would have been perfect if I was in college and tutoring, because this is a lot of money for a college student. The hours are extremely flexible. And right now with the pandemic, you will probably be tutoring through Zoom or Skype or something like that. So it is extremely flexible and you don't have to travel anywhere. But yeah, for tutoring, as long as you live somewhere where there are high schools or middle schools or elementary schools, there are going to be parents looking for tutors for their kids. You don't have to be an expert at anything to tutor. And if you are in college, that probably means that you are at a high enough level to tutor these students. So this can be things like math, it can be things like English, writing, history, pretty much any subject that you yourself are pretty good at. And one thing you could even branch off into is college admissions. So since you're a college student, you got into a college, this means that you can actually help high school students build their resumes, edit their college admissions essays, or even do test prep. And parents are willing to pay a lot of money for this. To do this, you're gonna first want to reach out to people that you know and ask them if they know anyone that needs tutoring. Then you'll want to start making ads on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, and maybe even go to some schools around you and start putting up flyers. I was able to get my first clients on Craigslist, and from there, it was basically all referrals. So yeah, definitely if you're in college, think about tutoring, this is a great side hustle. The next side hustle on my list is starting up a YouTube channel. And if you look at a lot of the creators out there are so many popular creators that are currently in college. For example, my friends Elliot Choi and Kelly Wakasa. They are building massive personal brands while still in school. And the thing is that when you're in college, this allows you to make a lot of good content. College, you guys, is a lot more fun than the real life. And once you graduate, it's gonna be really hard to make content, or at least make content that is entertaining. So yeah, I recommend if you're in college right now, start up that YouTube channel and perhaps start making content based on your college life. You can even do videos about educational stuff. And this is really gonna start building a personal brand and give you an audience to pretty much build any future company off of. I'll link my 6-figure YouTube Academy below, which shows you how I went from 2,000 subscribers to over 300,000 in just 1 year. And as a result, I was able to build a 7-figure company that is literally just based off of my YouTube channel. So there is a lot of money doing this, but you will have to know how to monetize at some point. The next side hustle that is perfect for college students is creating a blog. And doing this, you can make $1,000 or more per day. I personally know people that started blogs in college and they are now making 6 figures or more from that blog. So it really can be quite lucrative. Now for blogging, the main thing you guys want to do is you want to create targeted content. Most bloggers are going to make money through affiliates, so that's why making targeted content is so important. This is called affiliate marketing, and basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be putting links to different products and services in your blog posts. When people click on those links and they purchase that product or service, you will get a small cut of it as a commission. For example, let's say you are really passionate about furniture. You could start some type of blog reviewing different types of furniture, and when you're putting links through Amazon's affiliate program, you are going to be getting a small percentage of each sale. So for example, you could start something called topcollegefurniture.com, or you could do a personal finance blog for college students. There are so many different topics and niches that you can make your blog in, but just know that if you monetize correctly, you can make a lot of money through blogging. It's definitely not a dead industry like a lot of people think, and there are so many people making a lot of money from this. So yeah, if you're in college and you have some free time, I definitely think that this could be a great business to start up. Okay, the next college side hustle we're talking about is dog walking. And with dog walking, you can make $20 to $40 per hour plus tips. Now, the 2 biggest dog walking platforms are probably gonna be Wag and Rover. And what these services do is they connect dog owners with individuals who are paid to either walk or board their dog. So let's talk about Wag, because this is the one that I'm a little bit more familiar with. And through their platform, there are 3 different types of walks you can do. There's ASAP, there's one time, and there's recurring walks. ASAP is an on-demand walk, so the dog owner just wants to get their dog walked right now, and they'll go to the app and find a walker. One time is a scheduled walk, so this is if the owner wants to schedule a walk for, let's say, next Friday at 5 p.m. And then recurring is for recurring walks that are scheduled every single week. So pet owners that are on Wag are gonna get a free lockbox that they can put their keys in. And that's pretty much how you're gonna be able to retrieve the keys, go inside and get the dogs. Now, I've heard mixed things about how much they pay you, but it seems like for a 30-minute walk, you should expect to make between $10 to $20. And on top of that, you should be able to get some tips as well. For each walk that you do, you're gonna be taking a photo of the dog, and you're gonna be putting some notes in on a report card. Through these programs, you can also dog sit, and you can also dog board, which basically means you are taking care of a dog overnight. If you're doing that, you'll first have a meet and greet with the owner, and then if they like you, they can book that service with you. To work on these apps, you have to be 18 years old, and you have to be able to walk, of course. You should also have experience walking dogs, and they're also going to do a background check on you. This seems to be a really great college side hustle. I personally have not done it, but I do know people that do it. And if you love dogs especially, then it seems like a win-win situation. Plus, it's very flexible, and if you're not in class, then you can just turn on the app and try and do these dog walks. Next on my list is becoming a virtual assistant, and this should pay you guys between $10 to $20 per hour if you're in the United States. This number might be a little bit lower if you're in another country, but in my opinion, this is a great way to make some money by just working at your computer. So a virtual assistant is basically gonna be an assistant to someone that is probably running their own business. You're gonna be handling administrative tasks, you're gonna be setting appointments, you're gonna be maybe going through emails. It really depends on who you're working for and what they do for a living. So while the pay for a VA is probably a little bit less than the other side hustles I'm talking about on this list, I do think that this is one of the best best ones if you want to be an entrepreneur in the future and you want to learn from someone that's doing it. You're gonna get to learn the whole entire back end of their business, and that, you guys, is extremely valuable. You can even think of it as sort of like a paid mentorship. So what I recommend doing is, if you know a specific industry that you want to start a business in later on, try and find an entrepreneur or business that is in that specific industry. This is gonna be an extremely great learning opportunity. You're gonna get paid at the same time. And yeah, it's gonna make it that much easier to start your own business once you graduate college. Some of the best websites for becoming a virtual assistant are Upwork and Fiverr. And if you go on those websites, create a profile and list your skills, experience, and what you can do, then very likely there's going to be an entrepreneur or business owner out there that is searching for someone like you. Especially right now when everything is going remote, this is the perfect time to become a VA. I'll know because I literally just hired my first VA a few days ago. So yeah, this is a really great side hustle, especially if you are in college. Okay, the last side hustle I'm talking about on this list is doing graduation shoots. And by doing grad shoots, you should be able to make between $30 to $200 or more per hour. I personally did grad shoots throughout my college years, and it was by far the most significant amount of money I made as a student. Photography is a pretty specialized skill, so you will have to get good at photography, get good at taking portraits, and most importantly, getting good at marketing yourself as the best grad photographer on campus. In my best year, I was able to do 157 grad shoots in one summer. And a lot of that was because I marketed like crazy. I posted all my grad shoots on Facebook so that people could tag themselves. I created a Yelp page. I posted on different Facebook groups. And really, once you build a good base of initial clients, then they're gonna refer you to their friends. And that is really how you build a really successful grad shoot business. Now, of course, doing this does take some time and money to get started, because one, you're gonna need a good camera, you'll need a good lens, and you'll need to be good at photography, which takes a lot of practice. But yeah, for any of you guys out there that are skilled at photography, definitely consider doing grad shoots, because this could make you guys a lot of money. So here's some tips I have just off the top of my head for getting into grad photography. Do your first few shoots for free, just so that you can build up a portfolio. Then go to your college's graduating class Facebook group and post your own ad. If you don't have access to that, have someone that you know that's in that class post it for you. Depending on your skill, you should be able to charge at least $30 to $200 per hour. And at one point in my career, I was charging closer to $250 to $300 per hour. And the thing is, people are willing to pay that, so just really don't undervalue your services. If you start your freshman year, then you will have multiple years to build up your business, and I guarantee you this is gonna be one of the best side hustles you do. So that wraps up my list of top side hustles for college students. If you're in college, then chances are you have quite some time on your hands. So what better way to get out there and get some experience in entrepreneurship, make some money, and yeah, take advantage of all that energy you have right now. I always tell people, if you want to get into entrepreneurship after graduating college, definitely start a side hustle while you are in college. You're gonna learn a lot, you're gonna learn what passions you have, and it's really gonna give you a head start on your entrepreneurial journey. I hope you guys got some value out of this video. Definitely try out some of these side hustles if you're looking for something to do. And yeah, comment below which side hustle you are going to start. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe to my channel to see more videos just like this. I make a ton of content about personal finance, investing, and entrepreneurship. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.